guys, what's happening? Oh my goodness. We got a lot of fun stuff going on. It's the remainder of yesterday's video. Yep, my friend Chris came out to visit us. So we're going to take Chris around, show him some animals, and have some fun today. And you guys will get to see just having fun for a change and not all the work, boring stuff. But we do still have to clean the hot room and all that later on today. So stick around, watch this video, and enjoy some animals. Whew, it's gonna be fun. All right, wow, this is so cool, man. How many years has it been? Like 11, 12? 11 years? Yeah. Holy smokes, Chris, that's a long time. Yeah, well, back when you were here, we had all these rooms full of animals. Now we're just condensed down to this so we can actually build up the place and start doing tours again. We'll take you down there. We'll show you some stuff in here quick. We'll go down and look around, and I'll show you our future plans, what we want to do here. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Oh, we just got a few things we've cut way back. You know, we got some vipers, a bunch of cobras, Gila monster, gaboon. Yeah, we got one retic right now, a berm over here, another berm back there. We got king cobras. There's some nice kings right here. Big king down here. Some spectacle cobra, inland taipan. A bunch of different stuff. Not a lot anymore. We cut way back till we build a new building, and then we can start building up the collection again. That way we can show people cool stuff. There's some rattlesnakes we got to get in here and clean later today, and seems like that's all we ever do in here. Reptiles, clean, 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 clean. Green mambas. They've shed. There's
up there.
Oh, that one's up. Where? I see the tail.
Yeah.
Oh, she's back. She's right here.
Yes.
Yeah, coastal. Want to pull out coastal?
Yeah, now he's all wet because I just gave him his water.
He's pretty chill.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he's chill. What you doing, buddy? Big fat red tegu.
I love blue tongue skinks.
Yeah, they're
that's
cool.
Northern, right?
Yeah, that's a northern variety. The skinks are really cool.
Yeah, they're starting to come out with all type of crazy more songs.
They are.
Like sunrises and
They are, definitely.
Hey buddy, time to wake up. Someone wants to come see you.
yeah, these are nice.
Come here.
Yeah, he's definitely pretty.
The thing I like about carpets is you don't even have to really get into the morphs and everything because like their base forms are just
It's
like
very,
like the
very-
Brettles, the
Yeah.
Brett line, they're crazy.
Yep, spill your water.
He's a nice size. How old is he?
How old is that one, Scott? That's the one we got from Scott's friend.
Yeah,
Covered in shavings now.
of course, because it's nice and wet.
5.
I think it's right around 5. It locks on quick. He's still young compared to my girl.
How old? Oh, the Jack girl you talking about? How old is she?
She's right around 9 or 10.
She's a lot bigger too.
Oh yeah.
A lot bigger.
Thicker too.
Oh yeah. Some people say she's overweight, but if she wants to reach from me to you, she does it without a sweat.
Yeah, she's like 8 feet, 9 feet.
Yeah, she's closer to 10.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Yeah, I love the carpet pythons, man. They're
Man,
so
they're
chill.
so cool, man.
They're
I don't
more
know.
trustworthy than
Yeah.
the berms or.
And it's a great animal to bring out to
Yeah.
the educationals because I mean, they see big. It's an easy big snake that you can
Yeah.
handle, And
But I just love handling them, like the way they move. They always grip something, so
Yeah.
it's easy. And
Yeah. And that's what a lot of people don't understand is they're like, "What are you squeezing me? He's mean." No,
No,
he's
he's trying to
anchoring,
secure himself.
securing himself so he doesn't
I
fall.
don't know how that myth can. Everyone thinks they're so nippy because it's like from babies, dude. I've had some that like I'll hold like once every few weeks, and they still will always be chill, like
Right.
you know. So I don't. Cool. Any blood pythons or Borneos?
I don't have any right now. We've cut so far back, Chris, just because we wanted to do a smaller collection which we can maintain ourselves till we get the new building built, and then we can start doing tours and then hire people.
My
Come on, buddy.
Yeah,
there's close though.
awesome, real cool snakes. And there's
Good boy.
I thought that was a blackhead for a second.
That's Pancake. As John nicknamed him.
That pattern is crazy.
That's our Canadian bacon or maple syrup.
what do you do? Go
No,
there?
he's right here.
I know he's hanging upside down.
Yes, she does that all the time.
Don't they say gaboons are pretty chill? Like they'll just sit there.
Oh, gaboons are gorgeous. Gaboons
Look
are
at that head, man.
gaboons are gorgeous, man.
The male's over there.
Oh, you got a Dumerals over here?
Yeah, we got one Dumerals that's a bit nippy,
He's nippy.
like Dumerals always are,
Yeah,
but
how's the
Oh.
Gila Monsters temperament?
they're not
They're
too
actually
bad.
really good.
Yeah.
Not too bad. My beadeds are better. My black
Yes, the
beadeds.
black bee is down below over here. They're the best manageable. These guys are actually pretty good. The other beards, they're a little bit on the feisty side.
Really?
Yeah.
So would you say they're like they're pretty consistent in temperament, or are they like it depends?
It really just depends on
Yeah.
Gilas.
Mm-hmm.
It really just depends. If they're handled a lot, they mellow out really good.
Mm-hmm. Because these three are all manageable.
Yeah.
Oh, there's 3 Gilas over here.
You
Yeah,
got
there's one there,
one down below,
there,
and one in the corner.
One down there.
They're all males or
No,
something.
No.
one female. Female's up top, and then the two males are down below.
Two males, one female.
Will they try to eat each other if they're together?
The males will fight.
Oh, okay.
You can put a male,
that
female
one's
in.
pattern is nice.
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
What are you doing?
The beatings are over here.
Yeah, black beaded.
Black beadeds are right down there. You want to pull out a black
Yeah.
beaded? Show them one of those. Those are really laid back.
Who's closest to the door? You are.
Whoa!
What did you do? Did you upset her?
What type of monitor is that again?
It's a
Crop
Oh,
monitor.
that's a croc. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
she
a-
came at me mouth wide open.
Oh, those are nasty.
Oh, my.
She flew up that branch right up the roof with her mouth wide open at me.
Come on.
She's like, feed me!
Beautiful.
They are gorgeous. They're considered one of the longest monitor species in the world. Right up there, they get about as long as a Komodo, just not as big a body.
How old is she?
That's last year's baby.
Robbie,
Oh, actually.
there you go, buddy.
Hold on, let me get this
Yep.
back on here.
Oh, that thing is gorgeous.
You a bug eye. You a bug eye.
Yeah, this is what's considered
Oh
the black
my
beadeds.
God.
They're awesome. Alvarezii. Just watch getting too close to her face
Okay.
because
Yep.
sometimes she'll bite. She'll go to bite just because she thinks she's being fed.
Come here, boy.
But I've let her just crawl around on me before. And this one's got very little yellow in it.
Uh-huh.
The
I'm bringing him out.
male, you can see is
All right, lock on. Thank you.
he's jet black.
So there's the black beads, and then there's
Then there's the color, different color morphs. There's I think 5 species of Beetids. These are the Alvarezi. These are from the most southern part of their range.
Okay.
All the way down. And they're the rarest of them in collections. And hopefully we breed these guys next year. I'll pump them up this summer, get them all nice and fat, and
We need to work on
hopefully they'll breed for us next year. That'll be an easy, neat one to produce.
So they're strictly rodents, right? Rodent.
Birds, rodents, eggs.
It's good to give them a variety like that.
Yeah, we give them chicks. We give them rodents, and then every once in a while I'll just crack a couple eggs in a bowl and let them drink that because they love the eggs. But all our kings have shed now again. So
This one's actually going in the shed again. He got
No, he's got
crossed.
an eye cap.
Is it?
Yeah.
And he's got 2 eye caps.
How big is he?
13,
13,
14.
I think. Going on 14.
Almost 14. We always just call him 14.
If they're getting close to it,
Yeah,
it's
he's got
14.
an eye cap.
That means he's got 2 of them.
You didn't have one before.
He's got one on both sides.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I thought he was going in the shed, because I saw both eyes.
He'll be bigger than that, right?
Yeah. Oh,
How old is he?
I had that one when you came through that was 17 feet.
Was that the one I picked?
Yeah.
That was
The one I was holding and you guys got to touch. This one's roughly about 12, 13 years old. That was it was a baby when we filmed down at Brownsville Zoo, and we picked up a baby, brought back a bunch of babies, and then Mike bought this one, and then when he moved out to California to take the job over there at San Diego Zoo, he couldn't take his venomous because California doesn't allow you to have venomous, so I got him back from Mike then, and have had him for a few years now. He's awesome. He's awesome. The girl's awesome. There's a younger male up here that's about 6 years old that's crazy. But
I just love that confidence they have.
I know.
It's like
he's all right. He's crazy when you get him out of there.
really.
But then when you've had him out for a little bit, he mellows right out. Because he's confident then. But when you're going to grab him, he's just coming at
Skittish.
you.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's just defensive.
Yeah.
And that's basically it. Did you guys catch any lizards for them today?
No.
All right, you guys make sure you do that today later on, Z, because you got to throw some lizards in for the vines.
Okay.
All right, you're the fastest one here, so I'm too old and slow. I was quick on that one. I ain't gonna let you get away with that one. Let's go check out some lemurs.
After you, Z.
All right, Chris, come on. Let's go check out lemurs. I think when you were here, we only had like 4 of them. Now
I think there were only a few.
they're everywhere. Here comes Baby. That's a baby from 2 years ago, but he's double jointed in his shoulder, so he can still go in and out.
So he squeezes through
Yeah.
the cage?
Yeah, he's double jointed in the shoulder, so he can get his shoulder in. And there's the jerk now. He is a bottle raised male, and he will bite you every time. He is a jerk. And we have 3 girls in here and him. And well, 2 boys and 2 girls in this one.
Nice.
And occasionally we try to put Baby back in there.
Yeah, Baby goes back in and out all the
So
time.
he produced that baby?
Yeah,
No?
that's his son.
What's up, buddy?
And then these.
He's pretty cool, baby.
Yeah, Baby's all right. Baby's fine. Then this group, you can reach your hand right in here. They won't do nothing. There's a little baby right here. This year's baby, last year's. Hi. Hi. And then, where's the other? Where's
You
Zelda?
just-
Oh, right up there.
Yeah, you just were touching one.
They're cool. That's another baby from this year.
Yep.
Hi.
That's the bigger of the two.
Yeah, and then Zelda's the little.
What month were they born?
What were they? Zeke?
April and May.
April.
I think they were born in March though. On these.
That's what I meant.
Yeah,
yeah.
March.
Yeah, March and then April.
Yeah.
Zelda was the just at the edge of April.
I don't even remember. I'd have to go look to be exact. But they're usually born anywhere from March to end of February to Leap Day.
Yep.
So that's Leap Day is February, right?
Mhm.
All the way up till March, April.
Yeah.
In that
At
window.
that cutoff.
Yo, how many times a year do females go in the heat?
Once.
Once? Really?
Mhm.
Okay.
On the ringtails, only once. The black and whites, they can go up to 2 times, but it just depends on the animal.
And these don't really have litters.
Yeah, these guys have a single to double. Maybe you could have a triplet.
But that's very rare.
very rare.
Uh-huh.
Double twins is even rare with these guys. But with the black and whites and the red ruffs, you could have up to 6 babies.
Wow.
They have like a
They have a litter.
litter.
They carry them in their pouch, or
No, they
they're not
actually don't have.
marsupials?
They're not marsupials. They're prosceniums, which is the oldest classification of primates that there are. There's actually fossils of these guys, you know, along with the fossils of the giant gorillas and stuff
Sloths.
like that.
The giant,
What's he?
the giant sloths and all
Yeah,
that.
the sloths, but sloths aren't
Yeah,
primates.
I know, but yeah. Well, you said giants, so that's one of the things that people usually think
So
about
they'll
first.
typically only like jump on you if you have food and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Sometimes baby will. He'll come down and climb on you and jump off. Hi. Hi.
Is that another male or are these all females?
These are all females except for Julian, and Julian is
Over there.
he's sitting over there.
Yeah.
He's
I
got
like
this-
how they sit down like humans.
Yeah, right there. Right next to the water bottle.
Yeah, that's Julian. He's got the big spur. Males have a spur right here, a scent gland. Hey,
On
come here,
their
buddy.
arms?
Yeah, right there.
You can see
Like-
the scent glands. See them sticking
Right
out?
where your
Oh, okay.
right where your veins would be.
Right there. Right on their forearm.
Yeah.
He's the only male in this group. And then we're starting a new group with the one girl here, and then baby, and then one other male we have down there that's fixed. Hi. You want to come here and see? I got no food. Hi. Hi. What are you doing? Why?
So you produced all of these pretty much?
The original was we had 2 females, 1 female in this group, 1 female with Mort,
Yep.
and 1 male in this group. We had 4 of them when you were out here,
Okay.
and
Yeah, it was
then
King
we just
Julian.
divided the groups.
Yeah, King Julian.
How
No,
old is he now?
who?
The oldest now.
We got him when he was pretty old, actually.
Yeah, he was probably like 11 years old when we got him.
So
no,
he-
not quite. He was like 6 years old, I think.
He was 8.
He was
I don't-
8. Oh. How long did they live?
Up to 25 years.
Really?
Yeah, he's getting to be old, and so is Nala.
Yeah, they're
The
a bit past their
female
prime,
over
but
here.
they're still, you know,
That's her right
good.
there on the bunk.
No, she
where
has
is
a
Nala?
few
She's
missing
right-
fingers.
She's
Right there.
right here,
Yep.
sitting right there.
Yep.
She's down on the ground.
Yeah.
She's the oldest female. Hi, where are you going? Going to sniff my fingers, say, hey, where's the food?
They usually like to eat the leaves like that?
Yeah, they love oak leaves.
Really?
Oak leaves are good too because they actually, oak leaves are a natural wormer.
Really?
So oak leaves, we give them pumpkin to worm them, and papaya seeds, that also worms them. And that way, I don't like to use chemicals because it's too harsh on their body.
Yeah.
And there's too many natural wormers that are available for these guys. You know, they don't get full of worms, so.
Is it like a primate dewormer you have to use, or like you can use like a...
You can use a flagell panicure, but it's really hard on their system.
Really?
So.
Like they'll be shitting everywhere pretty much.
Yeah, and then they can't, you know, it's, if you've ever been dewormed, oh my God, it's terrible. It's the worst feeling in the world. You can't even stand up because your equilibrium's off and everything. And it's just terrible. And I don't like doing it to them because then they're sitting on the ground for 4 or 5 hours before they get feeling better. And with the pumpkin and all that, they're fine. And it takes care of all the worms. And then we sprinkle on through here on the ground the what's this stuff called, the white stuff, Z?
Diamond.
map, something like that.
Yes.
I forget the name
It
of
starts with a D.
Stop.
We got a bunch donated to us.
Yeah. He's something else.
Oh yeah, he'll sneak up on you and he'll get you. You're not looking.
Yeah, right here.
See, now he's over there laughing about it.
Hi.
Oh my God.
He'll jump over and get you.
The rest of them in there are okay.
Has he
Just
always
him.
been like that?
No, he was great. He was Piper and Zoli raised him, and he was in the house. But then bottle raised males just go crazy.
As soon as he got a place to think, oh yeah, this is my place.
And he got his own women. He said that's it.
Even other women kick his
I
butt.
tried to sneak up on him, but he was on to me.
Yeah.
Come here. Come here.
Yeah, no.
Come here, Mort. Aw. He's just not having any of it.
Yeah, you want to go?
Yeah, let's go check out the Gator Marsh.
Okay.
What do you have in here?
We used to have the flying squirrels. All right, this is the Gator Marsh. 10 acres total, 7 acres of water. And right now, the water's still kind of high. It's starting to go down some. It's out of the swampy area over there. But everywhere else, it's still up. And there's over 500 alligators in here. Wow. You might see a couple of them because it's still kind of warm.
Has it been heavy rains lately?
We've had some on and off.
That last big storm we had was the last one we got.
Right here. Bunch of little girls and looks like all females sitting out. I thought there was a couple males down there. Those males are already in the water. There goes 2 males, a girl and a boy.
This is a big boy too?
That's a boy. That's about a 10-foot alligator. He's long. He's one of the nuisance ones we got, and we brought him back here. He was a pain in the butt.
Where was he at? He was just in a residential lake or
Yeah,
something?
in the villages.
You get a lot of calls for some pools too, huh?
Some in pools, not as many as you think.
Mm-hmm.
There's more on the golf courses and stuff in the villages
Really?
because people think it's great to start feeding them, and then they're like this. They lose their fear of people, and then people fishing, they'll chase the person fishing. You know, so it gets crazy like that. And then a bunch of females right here laying out. There's another big male. right over there, about 11 footer. I don't see Cypress, but he's probably on the other side of the marsh. He's about close to 14 feet, but he's not as big as Tebow is around. He's more lean like these guys. We feed a lot of meat in here, and they come up and eat it when it's warm, but there's a lot of, we just fed some more guts the other day, and there's a lot of guts and stuff over there because it's just been too cool. So no one's really warmed up and eaten like crazy. But I noticed one over here. I'll chase this one in.
Is Tebow the biggest?
Tebow's the biggest, heaviest, not longest. And Scott, leave that one out.
No, I'm just checking. All the cold and everything.
No, it's not gonna be that cold though.
Don't get too worried.
That one, she'll be fine.
How did they do with the cold front that just came through?
The gators do fine. The crocodiles we gotta worry about. You know, in here, the gators get down in the mud and one just went under. Right in that green just sunk underneath the sauce. Oh, there's a big girl over there.
So are you just gonna be sticking with the Cuban croc? Or you think you do any other species?
We've got the Niles. Watch
You've
it go
not-
sink up there.
You Niles?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we've got Niles, we've got Morlets, we've got Cubans.
The Niles, you breeding those too?
We have not produced them yet. We have Sucus, which is a West African crocodile. And then we have Niloticus, which is the true Nile crocodile.
Oh wow! I didn't even. So they're like pretty much subspecies, or like just.
No, they're their own species.
Okay.
There's a big one. What you doing?
What's his name?
We didn't name this one. That's one we caught in the villages.
Let's just come over and see Z.
What you doing? Huh? Oh. I love that when they high walk.
It's cool how it's going on forward.
Yeah. Look how fat he is. He's just a big boy.
Is that a he?
That's a he. I thought it was a female at first, but that's a he. You can tell on that head how masculine it looks.
Yeah.
Tebow's even bigger than that one.
Oh yeah. Tebow's over 1,000 pounds. That one right there, that one probably about 500 pounds.
How
So
old
double
is
the weight.
Tebow?
Tebow's old. We don't know an exact age on him. We got Tebow 10 years ago, 11 years ago. And from Silver Spring, Stephen and I did the last appearance they had over there. And he was one of the ones they gave us.
Was he? Oh, so he wasn't a nuisance.
He was a nuisance gator before they got him. Tebow was actually up in Ocala area. He was eating dogs.
Oh shit.
And the gator trappers removed him and they brought him over there. Then we ended up taking him. And he's a really, really cool gator. He's
not
awesome.
He's not as vocal as like.
He can be.
Oh.
He can be.
During breeding season, though.
Oh, during breeding season, he's a pain in the butt.
he's the loudest thing out here.
Yeah. And you actually
When
feel
he's
it before
bellowing.
The bell. Oh wow.
Yeah, when they're bellowing, it sounds like Jurassic Park here. Early morning or early evening, you just hear the. Or when the trash truck comes.
Oh, he challenges that all the time.
Yeah, because the pitch of their motor. Go out this way, Scott.
Where does Tebow usually hang out at?
He goes down there. We'll show you him.
So is it with the Crocs? Every species a little bit different degree.
If you basically don't muck with them and set them up, they're gonna breed. It's just figuring out nesting area and stuff like that. You know, some crocodile species build a nest, some just dig a hole and deposit their eggs. So you have nest builders and then mound builders and then
Ants,
no,
Stick.
no,
bug.
sand spur.
Ah,
I don't know where it went.
yeah, 2 out of 3.
Or it'll find you.
Are the Cubans your favorite?
Cubans are definitely
Or
by far
Walmart,
my
really?
favorite. Most athletic, pound for pound, the most dangerous crocodile on the planet.
Worse than Salty?
Oh yeah, pound
Really?
for pound, yeah. Pound for pound, easily. I would rather face a big salty than
A Cuban.
a Cuban.
Really?
Cubans are faster and more athletic.
Wow.
They can jump, they can,
The intelligence
Oh, that's
side.
the ones you always record that are hopping
yeah,
everywhere?
yeah, that are
That's
galloping.
crazy. Yeah.
The intelligence alone.
And yeah, they just seem more intelligent.
Wow.
Yeah,
They seem like they're always studying your movements.
they actually work as a unit
Yeah.
Wow.
And
versus as an individual.
it's so strange with them because they study every move you make. And they just wait for you to mess up to
Wow.
make their move.
So yours are pretty feisty?
Oh yeah. There's 4 of the baby pigs. Where's the rest?
Mama's not over here.
This is the other group.
This is the braid group.
Yeah, they're they separate into 2 groups.
Yeah, I saw them
We saw the other,
earlier.
We saw the other 7.
Yeah, they were here earlier.
So how are the Morlus?
Morlets? They're okay. They're aggressive. They're smaller crocodile. So it's like they have something to prove. They're very bitey, but
Do you have American Crocs too? Or?
Yes.
I have 1 in the office and 3 in the building.
Nice. Have you ever gotten any nuisance calls for Crocs anywhere
Up
close?
this far north, you really don't get them.
They're more down south, right?
Yeah.
In Everglades.
Yeah, the thing is, American crocodiles and the saltwater crocodiles have the largest territory of crocodiles in the world. Their range is the largest. In Florida, right here, this part of their range is the most northern part of their territory.
Okay.
They're all through the islands in Cuba and all through in there and all the way down to Costa Rica.
Okay.
So they're really, it gets too cold up this far
Yeah.
for them. You know, in the wild, they don't have that, like we're pumping water, so the water going in is 72 degrees. So that's how our crocs survive.
Okay.
And if you didn't have that, they would die. Now, salties range all the way Australia, New Guinea, all through those islands, New Caledonia Islands, and actually into Asia as well. So that's those 2 have the largest range of all crocodilian species.
So you'd say Salties probably just kill more people because they have a bigger range? but
Because
than
they're a
Cubans?
bigger croc, and
Uh-huh.
they come into contact with humans more than Cubans do.
Oh, okay.
Cubans, there's only 5,000 Cubans left in the wild.
So they're endangered?
Oh, they're severely endangered.
Are
I think it
American-
might be 3,000 actually.
American Crocs are too, right?
No, they're
Enough.
only in the United States.
Oh, only in the United States.
Yeah, there's a lot of them in Costa Rica. There's throughout the islands. In Cuba, there's a lot of American crocs, and you've got them all through in Jamaica.
The Jamaican, aren't they call them Jamaican Crocs, or are they
They're
the same?
American
They're
crocs.
American Crocs?
Yeah, they're cutest. They're the same crocodile species. Who's outside? Luna
Beautiful.
and Storm.
Luna to the far right.
Oh,
I hear
man,
school.
she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's a pretty girl.
Storm's up by the fan park.
Yeah,
I actually saw somebody before that did a feeler to a Great Dane.
Great Dane?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were trying to ask me to breed the course when I had them. So
Yeah. There's the blue Great Dane over there up by the house.
Blends in with the sand.
Nico's a big baby. My daughter's probably in the living room playing video games, so he's going to be sitting right there with her. So it's just been long, tedious process.
how long you been working on that project?
Oh, a year now. And it's just, you know, we got between 3 and 5 people working on it, so we don't have the money to hire a company to come in here and do it. So we got to do it all ourselves. We hired a company to do the land clearing, and they charged us, that was $7,000 to clear like 3 acres, because
And that was
it's
before
already
the
2
spike.
acres up there. That whole area is
And
5
that was
acres.
before the spike of material and everything.
Right. And that was before COVID hit, when we were going to start buying material to do it, and then COVID hit and the price of everything went through the roof.
So they had to like chop trees down too, like.
Oh, yeah. They brought in the big machinery to do it. Because we tried doing it with chainsaws, but it was all big trees like this, and that was so thick it was ridiculous. Let's see what, oh, Tebow's up over here on the back side. There goes the crocodile.
Oh,
Nile.
Marilyn and Neo.
Wow.
That's a West African, and that's a South African.
Oh my goodness.
East African, South African Niles are about the same. That's Crazy Girl, little alligator, little female. Now here, you're gonna see what I told you about Tebow. He's 1,000 pounds, dude. His tail is, my waist is 34. His tail is 35. His neck is 36 inches. This is a little girl right here. What are you doing, T?
You have to keep him away from the other males, huh?
We like to work with him. I like going in the water and feeding him, and then just hanging out with him. That's one of his females. That's Felicia over there. But you can see his tail, how actually big it is. And his feet are, I'm a size 14 foot, and his feet are bigger than mine. Because he's humongous. He's an old boy. I don't know how much longer we'll have him, but it's fun as long as we do.
How old are you?
He's probably, just guessing, I'd say 50, 60 years old.
What?
Easily. Because he was 10 foot when he was caught as a nuisance alligator.
Yeah,
And he's
so
only 12 feet long, but he's got the girth. His girth is, he's over 1,000 pounds. I could not reach around his belly and touch my fingers.
Oh my God.
And I've got a 6 foot wingspan, so I can't go like this and fit around that belly. He's about 7.5 feet in diameter.
Gators don't
Up to
typically
8
like
foot.
whip you with their tails, do they?
Yeah, gators
They
will.
do?
He doesn't though. He's so big and just, he's chill.
Yeah, I can tell.
He's just chill. He'll talk and puff and puff, but then notice he quit right away.
Were his toes like that when you guys got him?
Yeah.
Like he's not too low.
Yeah.
Probably another fight with a male.
Probably with fighting with other gators when he was young.
Yeah, their tail is crazy.
It's amazing. There's so much like a dinosaur,
Yeah.
dude. And he's missing a little bit of his, not really much,
there's the very tip.
just a very little bit. But his tail's, not as long as like some of the gators we saw just now we saw in the marsh. That one 10, 11 footer, its tail was longer than this. But Jibo's head is humongous. It's so wide. And then his jowls are huge. Look at them, they're sitting on the ground. His jowls and neck, he lifts his head and they're still sitting on the ground. But he's a good gator. You're a good boy. Oh, really? Really?
Man,
It's just so impressive.
yeah.
You know, there's no way you can watch all the videos on him that you see, and you don't realize how big he actually is till you see him in person.
He's huge.
He's like, I'm big boned, I'm not fat.
He's on that seafood diet.
Yeah, he sees food, he eats it.
So has he bred any of these females?
Yeah, he's produced before. We've got a couple of his offspring in the gator marsh, actually. We raised up and threw out there.
How many? Do you remember how many came out from that one?
No. I don't remember in here. In here, we usually only Felicia lays a nest in here because we're in here messing around so much that they'll just lay the eggs in the water. And then you don't get good production, but she'll build a nest. And I don't know where Kiki is. Kiki's around here. He's the next biggest male, but he's only the size of her.
That's about the max size for females?
10 foot.
10 foot.
Yeah. More commonly, that's about the size of females. They start producing at about 5 foot, 6 foot, and they'll produce roughly 30, 40 years. So you'll find 10-foot females. We used to have one that was big. When you came down here when you were a kid, we had Big Boy and Big Girl that were in this pond, and those went up to a zoo in Michigan. And she was 10 foot exactly.
Did you have the Crocs last time I came to?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Yep, my crocodiles have always been my favorite thing. It's just, I can't say that because I love everything, but crocodiles, Cubans has been my ultimate. You know, being a kid, I loved dinosaurs. So alligators, crocodiles, closest thing we have to dinosaurs on the planet. And that has always been my favorite thing. Niles, that one. That's Neo.
Yep.
Neo's 11 feet on the nose. And he's a big boy. He's big, but he's probably 500 pounds.
Do the Cubans get bigger than the Nile?
No, Niles are one of the largest crocodile species in the world, the Salties and the Nile.
Okay.
Salties being the #1 Indo-Pacific crocodile, being the #1, holds the record. That was Lolong, which was right over 25 feet. But they have a Nile in Africa, they're saying is bigger, Little Gustav. That one, they say eats people and everything, and they're saying that one's close to, you hear anywhere from 27 feet to 30 feet. So, till it's caught and measured or found, you never know.
But they're chronic captures though?
We were supposed to go on a trip to try to locate Little Gustav, but then the area he's in broke out in war, so Discovery Channel canceled the whole expedition.
Wow, how long ago was that?
That was 11 years ago.
Man.
And we were supposed to go to Australia, to the Philippines and Australia, and that whole trip got canceled because we were supposed to go to Peru first and the Amazon, but dengue fever broke out. And the day before we were leaving, the trip got canceled.
What?
And it was Steven and I already got all our shots and everything. We went to Sam's Club. They bought like 3 pallets of water. They brought, we were going to Peru. From Peru, we were going to over to wait, was it? It was Peru to the Philippines and then to Australia. But since dengue fever, they had a breakout, and CDC was like, there's a travel restriction, Discovery, they have to have insurance on us and everything. So they're like, all right, we're canceling. So let's cancel the whole trip because it doesn't make sense to just go there or there. We had the 3 things we were doing. And then we were going to get back from there and then go to Africa after little Gustav. But things just happened and didn't work out that way. It would have been fun to do. I would have loved to do it. But maybe one time in the future I'll shoot over there and see what we can find. In the Philippines, they're saying there's crocs over there that are big. Now these are the Cubans, and these are adults. They'll get a little bit bigger than this, a little bit longer, but they are so athletic.
Wow.
Most crocodilian you've seen the crocodiles, and just how he walked left, right, right. That's how most of the crocodilian species run. These guys gallop like a horse. They actually, there's points where nothing's touching the ground.
Yeah,
Their tail's off the ground, and he has actually tripoded standing up this tall.
What?
And when we were feeding.
So how old are these ones?
This one, she is 20. I always forget. I have to look. She's like
3?
24, 25.
It's
And-
24 or 23, I thought.
No, 24, 25.
Okay.
And he's like 20.
Jeez.
Yeah,
You
he's.
got these since babies?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So how do you typically keep them when they're babies? You keep them in
Keep them in
outside?
tubs
Okay,
and
tubs.
inside. And we're raising up a bunch of Cubans now. Hopefully, in the future, we can work with Gatorland on sending Cubans back to Cuba
Nice.
to be released into the Zapata Swamp, their natural habitat.
They have a little breeding program as
Yeah,
well?
Gatorland's doing it. Another guy is doing it, and then we are doing it. There's only 3 places successfully breeding Cubans every year, and that's
Wow.
Gatorland, ourselves, and a friend of ours. And I'm sure in the future other people will be breeding them, but as of I've bred these guys the last 6 years and produced babies.
How many babies they typically drop?
They usually, we're trying to, our incubator's old, so I'm actually working with a friend of mine, Mike Wilbanks. He came out with a new incubator, and I'm working with him. He's going to send me one of the new ones.
Okay.
So this year we'll see if we can get a better hatch rate on them. Usually they'll lay 20 something eggs, and I'm only getting between, one year I only had 1 hatch.
Really?
Last year it was what, 7 Z or 8?
7.
I'd have to look, I don't remember off the top of my head, but 7, 8 is what I'm usually getting, and it should be a lot higher than that because I'm having eggs that are developing and then just quit developing, and it's probably because I have an old incubator.
Really?
It's just it's old, outdated, and it's not as technologically advanced.
It's seen its prime.
Yeah. It served its purpose 20 years ago, hatching
Yeah.
salties,
Yeah.
hatching.
Mike Wilbanks he's a ball python.
Ball
guy, right?
python guy, yeah. He's a great guy.
He does retics and burns too, right?
Yeah.
Or he used to?
He used to do a lot of stuff.
Uh-huh.
He's a great guy. Mike Wilbanks he does quality stuff, and
Yeah,
he
some
made
nice
this
stuff.
incubator that's high quality.
Really?
And I was talking to him about it, and he said, "Yeah, I'm going to hook you up with one, Robbie." And I said, "All right, cool. We'll film it and
Nice.
we'll see." You know, because it's all computerized,
Oh,
everything.
nice,
So
So he's
It
still, it's still
maintains
in the works. Or?
he's got it out now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right.
it just came out. I just got to call him. I've been so busy with the cold winter and prepping, and then the cold, that I haven't had a chance to yet. I got to give him a call. And
2 storms prior.
She looks
yeah, we
like
had 2 hurricanes right in a row.
Hmm.
Wow.
One's was right out of the season.
Yeah,
That one back in September. or-
Yeah. Yep.
That headed this way too.
Yeah, both of those nailed us.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Not as bad as
The second one wasn't as bad as the first one.
right.
Hmm.
First one was Ian.
That's the one that nailed Punta Gorda,
Yeah, that's the one that
Wow.
nailed.
Ty's place.
Yep.
Which we helped as much as we could.
Yeah, we went down and helped him out, and
And the second one came a little bit closer, but it wasn't as strong.
right.
We got a ton of rain though from it.
It was mainly rain. That's it.
Yep.
Few-
Yeah, that was it. And
Few branches. That's it.
We
I
got
see
we
what
got
you mean
lucky.
about their temperament. They came straight to it.
yeah. Oh, they'll be down in the water, and if I call them by name, they'll come up.
Really?
They're super cool, but look how dark his eyes are. He's pissed off. Her eyes are green right now. She's more chill, and she's just paying attention. But
So-
his eyes are almost black right now.
So they turn colors.
Yeah.
Depending on their mood.
On their mood, and also with the weather, their eyes they get really yellow when it's cooler out. When it's hot out, they get really yellow. They've been laying in the sun all day, and when it's cool out, they get really dark so that they attract more sun. But then their eyes, I've noticed that temperament-wise, they're lightening up now. He's not as agitated as he was. You can actually watch them get darker and lighter. It's crazy.
I
On
see
there.
why you like them so much. They're patterning.
They're the pit bull of crocodiles,
Yeah.
you know?
The
They're
athleticism.
shorter, the athletic, and the just stocky build, and you know, they got the shorter face,
Yeah.
but they've got biting power that's unbelievable. And they're just an amazing, amazing crocodile. And these guys actually hunt in packs.
Wow,
And
really?
they're very terrestrial. They've got the longest legs out of the crocodilian species. So they can jump, they can walk miles and miles with no water around them
Wow.
and find the next body of water.
They hunt in packs on land.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. And they will actually work it out with multiple crocodiles surrounding something.
What? That's
It's
crazy.
insane.
What do they typically eat in the wild?
Over there in Cuba, they have these big, huge rats that live in the swamps,
Really?
and they live in the trees.
Okay.
These guys are used to jumping up and grabbing them out of a tree.
And not to mention the
So
birds
you think
And
that
the
might
birds.
be like
And the
probably the
pigs.
reason they developed?
They
so much
develop that way.
athleticism?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
well, lack of developing, because
Okay.
in the when back long ago, a lot of things there were tree, all kinds of tree dwelling mammals that have come out of the trees, and evolved to living on the ground and all. But back then, there were probably more mammals and birds that lived in the trees, and that's what it stayed like. You got to remember, Cuba's like a country that never evolved as much as we did.
Okay.
When you're developing stuff, even nature evolves. Everything evolves to survive. And there, it never really had to, because it was still wild.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
nature is amazing in
Yeah.
the way it does
Yeah.
that.
So these aren't in the. Are they in the same enclosure as the Niles?
No, Niles are next one over. See the divider right there?
And there's one that's in behind you.
And yeah, there's one Nile in here. He's probably up on the bank over there.
Is that the biggest one?
No.
It's between him and Neo.
Yeah, he's about the same size
I
as
think
Neo.
he might have a little bit more girth to him.
He definitely has. He's definitely wider than.
Yeah, but
He's
lengthwise
putting
the
putting
same
on
length.
size. When we
Yeah.
got him, he was so skinny. He was getting his butt kicked, but now he's putting on size. We've been feeding the heck out of him, and he's up front.
Yep. I was just checking that back corner.
Yeah,
Sometimes he
He
likes the
likes
back
to hide
corner.
back there too.
yeah. All right, well, let's head up front, guys. There you have it, guys. We got an incredible visit today. Like I said, Chris was here when he was 14 years old. Got to come back today. This is 11 years later.
Yeah.
Now you're in the military. You're all
sir.
grown up.
Yes,
Dude,
sir.
stop with the sir. Listen, I love you to death, bro.
Man, love you, man.
I
Thanks for
love
having
you.
me, man.
I love you, man.
Dude, I'll be back. Man, I had a
You
great
got
time
to.
as always.
You got
Yeah,
it. Every time you're
anytime
down
I'm
here, call
for
me up
sure.
and come by.
I got you, man. I got you.
Come by, man. Just
Yeah.
hang out. Help us work. Help us do stuff around here.
Of course.
You
I
know,
got you.
and dude, it's so good. And please give your mom a big hug and a kiss for me.
I got you.
I love your mom to death. She's a great woman. And you guys got to hang out with us, go around and see stuff with Chris. I'm sure this was back Swamp Brothers days when he was out here, man.
11 years.
11 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow. Time flies. But thank you guys for joining us and watching this video. I hope you learned a little bit as well while we were talking about certain animals walking around the farm. And you guys, remember, get swamped, share your passion, and random acts of kindness. They go a long way. Oh, Z, I almost forgot. Make sure you guys hit that like button, the thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Right, Z? Is that how it goes?
Close enough.
Close enough? How's it go?
Like, comment, subscribe.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, but you just put a lot of detail in between.
Of course, the world needs detail these days. You know that.
Fair.
And as they say in Switzerland, what do they say in Switzerland? Scott!
What?
Adios.
No, that was in somewhere else. How do they say goodbye in Switzerland?
I don't remember.
Yoitzakat! See ya!